What's happening, Magnus? So let's talk about this shirt right here. Now, if you can see it's got bullet holes in the back. It's also got bullet holes in the front, and it says, "I fought the law." All right. So let's talk about this shirt here and the story attached to it. Speaking of the law, I am the law. You know, I should be in a Judge Dredd movie. What do y'all think? Watch this. I am the law. Judge Magnus. I think that shit would work. I could be Judge Dredd's partner, but don't kill me because I'm black. I don't want to get killed in the movie. I want to save his ass. I think it'd work. Anyway, so this story was told also before, but now you really get to see the shirt and the reason why the shit happened the way it did. So this was back when butt implants was hardly known about over here, okay? So I'm a pretty, I'm a good man, okay? I was about to say pretty faithful, and I know y'all could make a joke and I say, well, what you mean pretty faithful? What I mean by that is basically, yes, I'm your man, but I'm not dead type of thing, like old folks say. Like, I do notice beauty and I notice things, but I'm not a guy that's disrespectful. And that's not canceling out by saying but, goddammit. But anyway, I'm at the mall with an ex-girlfriend, and I'm getting Chinese food. Chinese. She go down to Taco Bell at the food court in the mall. So these girls are standing in front of me, and I happen to glance down, and I'm like, oh my God, this girl's ass is incredible. And I remember I'd never seen an ass shaped like that before. That's why years later I realized it was ass implants. And I'll never forget, she was wearing these tight purple Brazilian jeans. She turns around, she looks at me, and she says something to her friend. And then her and her friend are looking at me. And I'm like, oh boy. I was looking kind of crisp that day too. Similar to how I'm looking today. So anyway, she turns around, she goes, hi. And I'm like, how you doing? She's like, I like your shirt. I'm like, thank you. And she walks up to me, she gets closer, and she starts looking at my chest. And she puts her finger right here in this hole right there. I'll never forget, it was this hole right there. And I was like, I started laughing. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't sure if that was your skin or not. And I'm like, yeah, it is real holes. And she's like, you got a girlfriend? And I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, she's right down there at Taco Bell. She was like, oh my God. I was like, it's cool. I ain't gonna say nothing. Right? So she laughed and everything. Her and her girl walk off. Boy, then my girl comes over. And I don't tell her until we're done eating. I said, look, because I love telling her stories like that, because she would flip out, and it just made it so much more funnier. So I said to her, these girls noticed my shirt, and one of them told me she liked it, and she put her finger in there, and it touched my chest. And she's like, what? What the fuck? You just let her touch you? I was like, I didn't know what she was doing. She was looking at my shirt, and then she put her finger in it, just like I couldn't stop her. She was like, where the fuck are they? And I said, they left already. She was like, you liked that shit? You liked that? And that's why you fucking told me, so you can make me fucking jealous. I was like, no, I didn't. I was just being honest, telling you the truth. Although, yeah. We used to do that to each other anyway. So we used to tell each other stories and make each other kind of jealous if something happened to us throughout the day. She didn't, just like she didn't let the tacos versus hamburgers go, she did not let that go for years. She let that bitch fucking touch you. The funny thing about it is, I ended up running into this girl in the club years later. She walks in, and I'll never forget that ass. And I'm looking at her. She looks at me. She walks past. And she walks past again later, and she's looking at me again. And I'm looking at her. And it's that look like, damn, I recognize him. And he looked good at the same time. I was looking at her like, yeah, I'm the dude who you put your finger through the shirt on. Like, I'm giving that look like, yeah, I know who you are. I recognize you too. And it's funny, I felt as though she wanted me to approach her or she wanted to say something to me. I mean, after all, she had the balls to say something to me when she was in front of me in line at the Chinese food place in the mall, in the food court. So I finally figured out why she didn't come over. A few minutes later, some dude walks in. He's, apparently he's either whoever she's dating or a man, and they're dancing. They start dancing. She is literally dancing in front of me with him, bucking her ass on him while looking at me. And I'm like, girl, don't fucking, oh God, don't start this fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of them things, like, look, if you notice, look, this girl ain't really into you, bro, if she's staring at me like that. So anyway, that is my story for this. What y'all think of the shirt? I bought this shirt years ago and I still fucking love it. I think it still works. It's part of my personality. It's got some humor. It's different. I like it. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my story, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you want more stories like this, let me know. 1 million subscribers. Woo!